Good morning, my YouTube family. Fabulous YouTube family. It's your boy, Mr. Urban Survivor Guy, out here, 6 a.m., like the heart of Siem Reap. They call it Heritage Walk. Let me give you this 360 view so you guys can better understand Siem Reap City. Okay, so the audio might not be as clear and as good because of all these birds chirping or whatever it is. But I heard, like, in a survival situation, if you hear birds chirping, it's good. Because when you don't hear birds chirping, that means there's some type of predator out there lurking to kill your ass. So I gotta stay away from all these other music, maybe copyright on YouTube and stuff like that. So it's about 6 a.m. So they have all types of music playing for people who wants to exercise. And so let me get away from the music so you guys can have better audio. So I think you guys probably watched the video or live stream like maybe 6 or 7 months ago when I came to Cambodia the previous time. And I introduced the world Mr. Mao, aka Mr. All Night Long. I thought, man, to myself, I was like, I'm gonna have me a right-hand partner in Cambodia, Mo. A guy that's raised from the streets like me, you know, connecting me to the dots of the best KTV, the best massage place, the best drinking spot. And so, you know, that night we were drinking beer, liquor, and I know for sure I was smoking some Mary Jane, and we were just hopping from here to there, doing this and that, and that was pretty much it, guys. One of the security guard actually dropped me off at my guest house because Mr. Mao had some other business ideas and stuff, other business plans, and you know, that was it. And and after that, Mr. Mao, aka Mr. All Night Long, disappeared from sight. No Facebook, no YouTube, no phone numbers, just vanished into thin air. And so I'm back over here on my other quest to kind of find out what happened to Mr. All Night Long, because it's not just me that's wondering where he went. It's the whole YouTube audience that, you know, is inquiring. Like, you know, everybody else that I put up on game always has some type of like another video or so to kind of see where they have been in their life. I mean, this whole channel has become like a moment in time documenting people's journeys in life. And the thing about it is, this time is only like, you know, it only happened once, guys. And so it's like you can't recreate the moment. It happened, and that's it. And that's what I want to go ahead and share with my audience. It's like, can't stay away too far away from my motorcycle. So what's it called? People, like, I'm live streaming, I'm drinking beer, I'm spitting game to the honeys and stuff like that, and people wondering, like, man, this idiot keeps on telling people he's homeless, but he's drinking beer, he's eating at the restaurants, and, you know, he's having the time of his life. You know, he must be bullshitting or whatever, he's scamming or whatever like that. And what's it called? Basically, what I wanted to talk about Mr. Mao, aka Mr. All Night Long, is like, when you're a street ninja, you kind of know how to navigate situations and this and that. And because what happens is, when you have less resources, you got to find a way to survive. Okay, so my hustle is like, hey, you know, I already got this platform where people are watching, and you go to one of the small businesses and stuff like that, you know, because your name isn't that big yet, whatever that. It's just, I'm just like the what's it called, the Paris Hilton of the hood, you know, or Kim Kardashian. She don't go pay to sleep at the hotels and stuff like that. The hotels actually pays her to be there for a few hours and whatever like that to get that exposure. And so, you know, you gotta look at it as like as a guy on YouTube, like he's moving around, he's doing things, this and that. And so free meal, a free beer or whatever like that, and him live streaming and shooting content at your establishment is only going to be a win for two people. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and share with my audience, like, man, street people without freaking the resources is going to come up with some innovative way to make it happen. Because like I was telling you guys before, when I was back in Los Angeles, and I love cars. I love the little Japanese Hondas and Toyotas and all that stuff. And there's a market for those cars. And if you know how to kind of tune it up and fix it, boy, you can make an easy $800 to $1,000 in a week or so flipping used cars, because there's a demand for cheap, reliable Japanese cars. And so that's what I wanted to go and share with the audience, man. It's like these people in Cambodia that have really nothing, they find ways to innovate, because like I said, you can't compete with the big boys when you don't have no money. I couldn't compete with the used car dealership that had monies and cars and stuff like that. You know what? For me, my platform became Facebook and OfferUp and all that stuff, where I bought the cars, I fixed it, and I sold it for a profit. About 99% of it went for a profit. And so, you know, and that's where it comes to the story of like, what's it called? You know, people from the streets. The whole channel is about surviving. It's like, you know, people don't really give a shit where you came from. You know, even if you're homeless, or, you know, you're working 5 jobs, nobody give a shit about your story. They only care, like, what's it called? What's happening now and how they benefit. That's pretty much it. That's all these people on the YouTube or whatever like that. They don't give a shit. I'm homeless, or, you know, what the struggles I went to working like 15 hours a day, delivering food, and, you know, dropping off people at night with Uber and Lyft and stuff like that. They don't give a shit about that. They just look about where this guy is traveling around, where is he drinking, what's he eating, and how is he able to afford it. That's all they care about. They just care about the number of subscribers and the trajectory of where the channel is going, where the person is going, and that's it. Because if the guy wasn't fucking doing shit and just sleeping on the ground and whatever like that, nobody give a shit. So at the moment, the homeless guy is out there drinking, partying, and networking and flying all over the world. Now he's a scammer, he's a whatever, this and that. So like I said, guys, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can live stream yourself at the food stamp place and sleeping in the shag wagon. People are always gonna fucking criticize, judge, or whatever it is. And that's pretty much the whole society, guys. And what it is they always, like, people that have homes or have jobs, they equate basically like your life with those possessions. Like they judge you. You know, if you don't have a proper shirt or a proper job or, you know, proper housing, they'll quick to judge you. And it's like, you know what? Everybody on this planet takes a shit every day, dude. The shit smell the same thing, if whether it's you're homeless or you're living in a mansion, it still smells the same shit. And right now, like, I think there was this summit in China where President Xi got all the world leaders to go to China to meet up and all that stuff. And you see all these leaders of the world that controls about 3.5 billion people, you know, in the same building, you know, popping wine and this and that. And that is the big difference between, say, for example, my philosophy and society's philosophy. Because once you study Buddhism, you find out that, you know, like I was telling you guys, it's like no matter if you're white, black, Mexican, or whatever like that, everybody on this planet is going through some type of suffering. And so all these world leaders, they don't give a shit about the poor folks. They just want to keep themselves in power. And so see, the thing about it is the people in power knows the moment that white folks, black folks, Mexican folks all band up to see each other as one race of humans on this planet, guess what? Their power is going to be gone. You know, there's a guy that was driving around. He invented the car that ran on water, and they shut his mouth real quick. And so right now there's another black African American dude, young dude, that taking plastic waste, like, you know, whatever it is, from trash and converting it into fuel. And guess what? He disappeared for 2 or 3 weeks, and he's scared for his life. And that's pretty much what I want to go ahead and share with my audience, man. It's like, you know what? A homeless brother, he ain't got that much money, but as you guys know, he's getting donations, he's getting support from the universe, from people that he never met before. And so that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys, my audience. Is like, you know what, you know, you don't plan things, you just let things happen, let the universe guide your, you know, direction and stuff like that. Because right now I'm kind of getting bored of Siem, Cambodia, and what I kind of freaking was thinking about was I like, you know, me, what's it called, doing good deeds to poor people in Cambodia. I'm gonna keep on doing it, but the problem is the money. How are you gonna keep on sustaining this money? And so I already have the website that I haven't even really touched. I haven't even done nothing yet, because, you know, brothers out here homeless and shit, and he ain't got a place to stay and stuff like that. So you can't worry too much about the other aspect of business if you're trying to survive. So I do have the t-shirt and the mugs and stuff like that on my website called urbansurvivorguys.us. And you know, it's one of those businesses that where it's hands-off approach, and they do the manufacture, they do the labor, and they ship it out, but you make a very, very small percentage off the sales. And so I'm just thinking to myself, how do I provide value to people so I don't be like a beggar? Because, like, you know, like I was telling you guys, when I'm drinking the beer and the food and stuff like that, a lot of times it's provided by the establishment for me to go there, to live stream, to videotape, to, you know, show my audience, oh, this is the place in whatever city, this and that. And so I wanted to find a way to keep on trying to help the poor people of Cambodia. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know what, there's a t-shirt printing press like school in Brotha. I don't even know where it's at. I gotta find it out. But it's like, dude, if I'm in Cambodia already, why don't I learn the little skills to actually print your own t-shirts, and then you can sell it at 7th Street Park or whatever it is, and people will know that, hey, the proceeds from these t-shirts and your clothing brand is going to go help out poor folks in Cambodia. And like I said, it you know, if you put your mind into it, anything can happen, guys. Because like I was telling you guys, it's like I didn't even have a freaking camera to do this YouTube channel, and look at where I'm at now. I'm at like 32,000 subscribers, and I'm sure one of these days a brother's gonna blow up. I mean, somebody's gonna pick up the story, and you know, like last night I met the Khmer sister that she writes books, and I've been like wanting to publish a book for so long. I'm pretty sure people are interested in, like, hey, there's this one idiot that is homeless, and he started with nothing, and now he's got his YouTube channel, he got his clothing line, he's got his pop-up restaurant and all that shit, and pretty much all the money that he's gonna make is gonna go help out poor folks in Cambodia, in Vietnam, in Thailand, or whatever like that, better their lives, I'm pretty sure it's gonna sell real good. So that's what's pretty much I wanted to go ahead and share with my audience, man. It's like, you know what, when you do good deeds, eventually things are gonna come back and help, you know, push you to the next level, man. So like I was telling you guys, I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna go and stuff like that. I don't even think about it. I just let the universe guide me to wherever I have to go to. And so like I said, I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, cool, Siem Reap is nice, it's everything like that, but eventually brother's got to go ahead and make some money. And what better way to make money, to raise money for a good cause, than to actually print your t-shirts and sell it at all the Cambodian markets and 7th Street Park, and do whatever pop-up. And because people already associate your branding with a good cause, so even if they don't, even if the fashions suck or whatever it is, maybe they will buy it to support your whatever your donation drive over here in Cambodia and stuff like that, man. So, and that's where I have to go ahead and learn how to actually do the printing and all that stuff, because like I was telling you guys, my website urbansurvivorguide.us, even if I make a sale, I make a very small percentage of it because I don't do any hands-on. But imagine when you become the person that's printing it and doing this and doing that, and now you're slaying it in all over LA and Seattle and all that stuff. You got Khmer Shadow in Seattle, Washington, that can help you, slaying t-shirts or whatever like that. So I don't know, guys, it's everything's coming through a little by little and stuff like that. And I definitely think one of these days the channel is gonna blow up. I mean, it's already exceeded my expectation, especially with from what I started with. And just as long as I keep on doing the same shit, I don't think people go too fast and they crash and burn. But that's why a brother is out here with a ripped shirt and same shoes and socks and all that stuff. It's because he wants to stay humble, he wants to stay grounded, because he knows how it is to suffer, through homelessness, waiting for this fucking Section 8 that I don't even know when the hell is gonna pop up, or whatever it is, man. So I already know the struggle. So I thought Mr. Mao, aka Mr. All Night Long, was the same, man. I guess he's built on a different cloth, but it's okay, guys, because one of his relatives that I know told me that Mr. Mao had to go through some surgery and stuff like that, so he has his own personal problems. Like I was telling you guys, everybody on this planet is going through some type of suffering that people don't tell the whole world, but everybody is going through some type of suffering, whether it's financial, physical, mental, or whatever it is. So you got to understand where people are coming from. And so that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, hopefully I go back to pumping and we'll find out Mr. Mao and do another video with him so he can update the audience of his situation or whatever he wants to tell. Because like I said, I'm out here to push my peoples up. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and give you this walking tour around the Siem Reap Heritage Walk so you guys can have a better understanding of how life is over here in Siem Reap City. All right, my lovely YouTube audience, thank you for dropping by. Peace out.